back. Another weekend vlog. For today, I'm actually on my way to watch and support a powerlifting competition. To those who don't know, my other business is actually related to powerlifting. So if you look at my blog or my vlog, why I called it One More Rev. My business is actually One More Rep Fitness. We are a supplier of powerlifting gear like powerlifting belts, knee sleeves, wrist wraps, competition singlets, and other things. So today I'm actually on my way to watch some athletes to compete powerlifting. For me, I'm actually very passionate about the sport. Not because my business is related to it, but me and my wife are actually competitive powerlifters too. It just so happened for this year we've decided not to compete. Last year we did compete. Even during the pandemic we actually did, and even before the pandemic we actually also competed, but I just didn't feel I'm competitive at this moment because I wasn't training as much. So I'll most likely compete again next year. I'm missing the feeling of competition. I'm missing having a goal, being motivated to train because of a competition.
Kayo na sunod?
Date na sir ah. Date na. Kamusta sila?
Kaya nga.
Ken, gamit ko yung Big Daddy mamaya.
Mamaya pa kayo?
Yung Big Daddy na best.
Okay.
Gagamitin ko. First time.
What's the first time ha?
Sa kamay niya ma.
Mahirap ang warm up dito sa araw.
Tira ka na? Next pa na?
Ano, okay na? Tapos na?
Okay, so it can be up to you.
Hey, how are you?
Kaya naman pa.
So to people who are asking, what is powerlifting? Is it same as weightlifting? Because Olympic weightlifting became famous within the past few years because of Heidelin Diaz, our first gold medalist in Olympics. So weightlifting and powerlifting, they are sort of related but are actually not the same. Weightlifting is composed of two types of lift. Now weightlifting, like what Heidelin does, is the snatch and the clean and jerk. So I'll try to post some videos on how those lifts look.
Games record for snatch. Still all smile.
In powerlifting, this is more, I think this is more common. The lifts that we do is more common. In fact, almost everyone that goes to the gym should be doing these lifts already, which is the squat.
Go round! Bone mo, Daddy!
Take your time, take your time.
Seven.
Let's go! Squat!
The bench,
Start! Press! Drop!
Good for Jerome Diego.
and the deadlift.
Kaya 300. Kaya. 100 kilos sa back. Kaya.
So in a powerlifting competition, you are given 3 attempts for the squat, 3 attempts for the bench, and 3 attempts for the deadlift. Your highest weight lifted will be totaled, and you will be competing with people of your weight class, and in some cases competing with someone of your age group. So there is also actually an open class. Open class is there's no age group, just weight class. But in the category where I play in, which is the masters category, that is from 40 to 49 years old. So that's where I compete at. So in your squat, in your bench, and your deadlift, they will be doing a total of your best lift. But there's some very technical rules with it. If you fail on your first attempt, you know, so you put, let's presuming you want to squat 100 kilos and you fail. In powerlifting rules, you cannot bring your initial attempt lower. Meaning, nako, parang nahirapan ako sa 100 kilos, I should bring it down to 80 kilos. In powerlifting competition, you're not allowed to do that. So kaya nga may mga tactics din yan. Hindi naman pwede lagay ko muna 100, kung hindi ko kaya bababa ko sa 80. No. Once you put 100, you have to lift 100 or higher. You cannot go down anymore if you fail. And then if you make 100, you are automatically required to increase the amount that you will lift next. Sa bagay, kasi there's no point in not increasing, because kung mapareho mo sila, kung parehong 100 yung na-lift mo, walang point. Your total is still going to be the same, which is 100, di ba? Kasi they're only going to get one lift. Hindi naman total ng... It's not a total of your accomplished lifts, eh. It's a total of your heaviest squat, your heaviest bench, and your heaviest deadlift. Now, if you're going to follow the competitions, there are some basic guidelines, eh, like when you do the squat. No, hindi yung squat has to be below parallel, meaning your knees has to go even below 90 degrees, eh. Di ba? So you have to really squat low for that squat to count. If your squat is not that low, pwedeng lower, pwedeng much lower, but hindi pwedeng mas mataas sa parallel, or else that squat is not gonna count, even if you lifted it easily. Sa bench press, you have to bring the bar all the way down to your chest and let it rest for at least for the bars to stop moving before you are allowed to press it again. And the referees will give you commands when you can press. So medyo mas technical. So pag nakikita mo yung iba nagbe-bench press sa gym, pag halfway lang yung baba nila ng kamay nila, those are not considered good lift for powerlifting. You have to really go all the way and have the bar touch your chest for it to be considered a lift. Deadlift is the easiest. Deadlift, you go in, get the bar, pull the bar from the floor, then as soon as you get to the top, just make sure your knees are locked. Once the bar is on top, that's already considered a good lift. So yung deadlift yung pinakamadali and the less technical. Yeah, so one of the other questions that people ask, hindi ba delikado magbuhat ng ganong kabibigat? Now, so for reference, I'm 47 years old. What I lift, my squat is around 170 kilos. My deadlift is around 192.5 kilos. I still haven't broken the 200 level. That was supposedly my plan last year, but the training didn't do as well because of COVID. I wasn't able to hit my numbers, but last year, before the COVID, my goal was to compete and reach 200 kilos, but wala eh. So I had to move my deadline of hitting 200 to a later date. Now, the total, so yun nga yung question. Is it dangerous? Well, it's only dangerous if you're going to ask someone to lift heavy when they do not train to lift heavy. As in, binigla mo, so, sige, subukan mo buhatin yan. Dun may injure ka. But remember, if I'm deadlifting around 192 kilos, which is around 430 plus pounds, I didn't just go to the gym one day and say I'm going to lift 400 pounds. Of course, I had to start with 100, 150, 200 pounds, then dahan-dahan, 225, 250. It was a gradual process. You train to become stronger. And if you're going to train to lift those heavy, injury is minimized. Of course, we're not saying injury is something we can avoid. It happens. But if you train smart and you train regularly, injury is minimized. For the years I've been training lifting heavy, I don't really remember being injured to a point that it has made me stop lifting. May yung mga minor injury na para ako na inaipitan ng muscle dito But I just need a week to recover. Yung ganong type of injury lang, hindi yung injury na tipong shit, parang kailangan ko ng operation Parang na slip disc ako. Hindi, it's not that. I've never gotten that injury. So, as long as you train regularly, as long as you train smart, and keep your ego always in check. What I mean is, alam mo namang hindi mo kaya mag 150 sa squat kasi 100, 120 lang ginagawa mo. Bakit mo susubukan yung 150? That is what is going to lead to injury. No, so if you're going to attempt something like a new record, increase it. If you're 120, try mo muna 130 or 125 before you go jump straight to 150. Do not go jump straight to 150. No, kahit kung nakita mo kasi minsan, sabagay, pag nandiyon ka sa gym, and then you see someone na, bakit mas maliit siya sa akin pero ang sinasquat niya 150? So don't let your ego affect you. Malamang naman baka mas matagal na siya nagte-train sa'yo, kaya kaya niya buhatin yung 150. Diba? So, always make sure yung gano'n lang. Now, the other thing that I miss with competing is how fun a competition is. I will be showing you later. I'll be taking some footage of the competition later, and I'll be showing you how fun it is. Kita mo, sigawan ng mga tao. Malakas ang sigawan kasi nga everyone's cheering everybody. Parang walang magkalaban sa powerlifting competition. Kahit na yung mga kalaban mo sumisigaw para mabuhat mo yung weight So, I'll show you how fun it is, and that's one of the things that I really miss with competing is the camaraderie, the fun level in the competition. So hopefully I get more people to join in with powerlifting, and feel free to message me if you want to ask about powerlifting. I'll be glad, I'll be happy to be answering your questions. But if in case you also want to, if you're already doing lifts right now and you want to get, of course, the best powerlifting gear available in the Philippines, please do visit One More Rep Fitness. I'll be putting my YouTube link here, so you can actually check us out, and you can order through our Facebook and in Instagram. So thank you, and once again, thank you for listening to my vlog, and I hope you like and subscribe. I'll see you later. Bye!